Welcome back to Real Talk with Brian and Dan on 1150 AM KKNW. I'm Brian.
And I'm Dan.
Our next guest is Pia Larsen with Fingerprint Marketing. As a kid, Pia was curious about absolutely everything. She grew up on St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands and loved traveling, sailing, and photography. Had she wanted to stay in this island paradise forever, she could have lived a pretty happy life, but she's too curious for her own good. She needed some more of the world. After a few more cities and some pretty crazy adventures, she landed in the Seattle area, and Washington became her home. Settling down in one place didn't tame her sense of wonder. In fact, her natural tendency to try new things only got stronger. She has always loved graphic design and has had a way with marketing. She combined these two skills to create Fingerprint Marketing. Welcome back to the show, Pia.
Hi. Hey.
So how have your clients reacted to the COVID-19 crisis with their business?
My personal clients have ranged the gamut. The one thing that I did that I would recommend some other businesses is to be proactive. So as soon as this started to blow up, I reached out to everyone that does business with me and I said, I'm here for you. I'm open. What kind of messaging do you need on your website? Do we need to change your hours? Even before they were thinking about it. And that kind of gave them a sigh of relief that someone has their back. But they've been like, I just want to like wake me up when this is all over. I'm trying to work with them to see the future and the positives. I know that it's really hard because people are sick, people are dying, people are losing their businesses. So I've started reaching out to clients and asking them, tell me one good thing. Tell me one good thing that happened today, no matter what, or one good thing that you learned that you can monetize in the future in your business. And so a lot of it is mindset. So I'm basically a business therapist for the last 2 months. Or month. So just being there to support them.
So Pia, for some of our new listeners, kind of give us, what is your business? What does it do? What are your strengths?
Fingerprint Marketing, we started 13 years ago in the real estate business. We had nothing but realtors that we were marketing for, and we just started offering soup to nuts, everything, because one of the tenets that is core to our business is trust. At the end of the day, everyone can do it cheaper, or everyone thinks they're the best, but if you don't have that trust, then you really don't have a business to build on. So I started out with that high level of trust, and essentially it grew because everyone's like, what would Pia do? What would Fingerprint Marketing do? We need Pia to do this. We need Pia to figure this out. So based on that, I grew into a full service website and marketing company. So we do help you with branding, web design, web maintenance, website maintenance, and now podcasting. We just launched a podcast package from soup to nuts, if anyone's interested in diving into that. So, and then what do we do really well? I am a named Chief Imagination Officer. I'm the what if gal. So I want to look at a business that's been doing the same as everyone else. And I want to say, well, how about we do it this way and help them stand out? And we really are very proactive in communication. So if there's something that you need to be alerted about that's going to affect your business, whether it's on your website or in your marketing, we are going to be the first ones to come to you. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. So it sounds like full service digital marketing from soup to nuts, including podcasts. Do you do keyword marketing?
Yep, SEO, search engine optimization. The only thing we don't do is pay-per-click.
Okay.
But we will do with YouTube ads, Pinterest marketing, Facebook ads. So
all that good stuff. Okay. Yeah. So what are some ways that a small business can pivot their offerings to continue to make money?
Funny enough, the ways that I'm suggesting now have not changed. They're the same that I've been banging the drum all the time. Video. You got to get on video. Start recording. If you have an FAQ on your website, take each of those questions and turn it into a video and put it on there. If you have been writing a blog, continue to write a blog, but add some video blogs. You can even take the blogs and create a video based on your notes and put that in there. So video is a big thing. Google My Business. Google My Business is your local business directory. And a lot of people don't see it as a social media channel, but it really is. So we've been posting daily articles, just like we would on LinkedIn or on Facebook. And that will get you found a lot faster than most things that people are doing. What else? Being a communicator. So email your clients, but don't just email, hey, I've got this thing to sell. But email them saying, what can I do to help you? And really building that trust through email.
So that sounds like a strategy of selling without being salesy. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Sure. So when a lot of times people will look at marketing and sales as one and the same, and it's not. Marketing is communication, right? Marketing is saying, this is who we are. This is the language that we're speaking. Do you understand our language? Are you our people, right? And communicating, how can I answer your questions? Like, what's keeping you up at night? So if you change that mindset and you think of, how am I going to communicate with the ideal client that I have the solution? I think just that little mindset shift will change the way you see how you're communicating. And it's not sales. It's just, it's like going to the farmer's market. Here's my organic fruit and vegetables. And if it attracts your attention and you want to buy it and it's a good price, there you go.
So what are some of the opportunities or quote unquote silver linings during this time of for a small business?
Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Every day I find new ones. One of the opportunities is if you run ads on Facebook, it's like Black Thursday or Black Friday again. It is so cheap because it's what used to cost like $2 a click is costing like 25 cents a click.
Really?
Yeah. So it's the Wild West again.
Why?
So Facebook ads, because people are pulling their money. They're pulling their advertising.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and I tell you, if you're not there when this is over, you better believe your competitors will be.
Holy smokes.
So
that goes back to what Jana said is, during the Depression, people pull their money.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because we do online pay-per-click advertising. And that is really very interesting because, yes, people will say, hey, let's stop spending. Because that is the nice thing about pay-per-click advertising is you just turn the spigot off, right? You have enough leads, right? Oh, we got enough business. Turn the spigot off, but then you can turn it back on.
Yeah.
But imagine a thirsty, ground, and you turn that spigot off when nobody else has got it on. Wow, you're the hero. That's some great insight. Cool.
Yeah. And so speaking of hero, as a business owner, you are the leader. So we need leaders in this time, business leaders, not just to give away free money or to volunteer. That's all great. But we need leaders that are confident, like Jenna was saying, that have a message that is going to inspire other people, people that, like us marketers that are like, hey, let's think differently. Let's think, even more creatively. And they're going to remember the people that were out there helping you and helping you get your business. Search engine optimization is another thing because everyone's pulling out. They're just freaking out. They're not creating as much content. There's not as much noise. Now, I will say there's a lot of noise in your inbox. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I get a lot of emails from like CEOs of every company, like, we're still open. I'm like, that's great.
Talking about everybody pulling back, well, not everybody, a little attaboy for Keller Williams. Most of our competitors, I'm seeing every day how they're laying people off. They're cutting back on marketing. Keller Williams has stepped up and told all of the brokers, at least in Keller Williams Real Estate Bellevue, that if we are investing in Facebook advertising, they will subsidize that. We have ongoing business expenses. We pay our monthly bill. They'll credit a portion of our advertising on Facebook or other social media against our bill. So instead of doing a retreat and a runaway from the market, Keller Williams is leading the industry, just taking it head on. And I really have to just say how exceptional that is and how much as a part of the Keller Williams team, I appreciate that.
Well, you know the story of Canlis, right? Our favorite restaurant
Right.
in Seattle. They didn't want to lay any of their workers off, so they overnight created 3 food entities. They created a takeout or to-go menu place to delivery. They created a burger shack and a bagel shop. And so all their waiters and waitresses and staff are working at these 3 different locations, offering an alternative to eating out.
They just did that?
They did that
Oh, yeah.
like weeks ago. I think.
Wow, that's so cool. I didn't know
I know.
that.
They came up with like a logo really fast, and they just threw something up, and
Love it.
they're like, let's do this.
So Pia, what are the biggest takeaways you'll see for your clients after this is all over?
I'm seeing them now, and I'm so proud of the people I'm working with. So a lot of people are either behind in technology or they're just afraid of it a little bit. So I'm doing a lot of practicing with people. I have an insurance agent that wants to do a presentation online. So we're just going to practice. So those skills are never going to go away. If they go to speak at a live event, they're going to be more confident. And now they have evergreen content that they can continue to repurpose, right? The other thing is looking at your business for possible future roadblocks. This is going to set the tone for how you're going to react to, because this is not going to be the last crisis. I mean, I've been in business for 13 years. I've gone through it. This is my 3rd. So where can you gather strength and get your processes nailed down so you can react like yesterday?
So just to be fair, I asked Jana this question. What are you doing to market your business right now?
Google my business. So we write a short update once a day, and that gets us in front of a lot of local eyeballs. We have been doing organic SEO on our website for about 9 years, so that is a cumulative. If we do Facebook ads, that's short term. Organic is long term. So we get a lot of people Googling us and finding us on Google. And what Jana does too, network marketing, being guests on podcasts, being in a, BNI or chamber or some sort of community.
That's great. So tell our listeners how they can get a hold of you.
Easiest way to get a hold of me is to go to fingerprintmarketing.com and schedule a call. There's no pressure. Just, I love marketing. I'm obsessed with it. And we can do a website review. We can talk about strategy. So schedule a call on there.
Thank you for coming on the show today, Pia. Really appreciate the information. Remember that all the segments of our show are available to watch on our YouTube channel. If you're interested in learning more about any of our guests, please subscribe. Join us after the break for some final thoughts and something fun to do. We'll be right back.